Hey everyone, I'm Darthbriboy, and welcome to a Darthbriboy Blu-Ray update. Today I decided to get a series of films I already own. You want to know what that series is? It's the Spider-Man series. Now, if you've been paying attention, if you're a Spider-Man fan, which you should if you care about the Spider-Man franchise, movie series, I mean, you know that there are a couple of different versions you can get. You can get the nice, beautiful steelbook that Best Buy is offering, which has all 5 Spider-Man movies on Blu-ray in a beautiful steelbook. I've seen that steelbook, it looks great, but it's $60. And I'm not made of money. And I mean, draw to getting that set is the alternate cut of Spider-Man 3. Because I do find Spider-Man 3 be a guilty pleasure. But I will be honest and say it is the second worst Spider-Man movie. I'm not going to bullshit and act like Amazing Spider-Man 1 is worse than Spider-Man 3. I don't think it is. I think Amazing Spider-Man 1 is a better movie than Spider-Man 3. I don't think that's got that controversial. Now, I will say Spider-Man 3 is better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Of course, I've watched that since 2014, and I have no desire to watch that, but I bought it anyway because I'm an idiot. I bought that years ago. Anyway, let me show you the that I got. As you guys can see, it's the Digibook edition of the Rami Spider-Man Trilogy. I already unboxed it because I don't do unboxings. That's not my thing. But I will say one thing. This is probably the cheapest Digibook I've ever bought. I've only bought 2 Digibooks, and that was Blade Runner and Malcolm X. Malcolm X got a little fucked up in shipping, but overall it's a great Digibook. It looks great. It feels great except for the disc holder because that got cracked. And I probably could have taped the little pieces on it, but I don't know why I didn't. Blade Runner, which is probably the best Digibook I've ever seen in my life. It's beautiful. Blade Runner said I could probably sell it on eBay, and I would probably make some money off it. That's how good it is. But ignoring that, let's just look at this set. Okay, we got the front, spine, the back. Looks better in person than on the camera. And let's open this up. Now see if you know what I mean here. There's a little air pocket here. It should be like this. You know, like an actual book, but no, that I have no idea why this is so poorly made. I mean, it's Sony. Columbia is owned by Sony, which owns the Blu-ray format. So you think the people that made the damn format would care about making one of their best film series, or their only film series, look good. Whatever, let's just look at this. Now, I think a lot of this is stock art. Ooh, Mod Ultraviolet. I've seen this art on the DVD cover before. They probably just took a PNG of it and slapped it on there. Even though they try to obscure with some lens flares. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But I will admit, it does look beautiful. It just feels cheap. Got MJ. Got some beautiful art here. You got some stock photos. Got some stills from the movie. And some behind the scene photos, which look great. Even though the paper just feels cheap. And this is the actual book of the Digibook. I mean, it doesn't flow nicely, and then you got this. I mean, yeah, this just feels weird. It feels cheap. And the glare is coming off it. I don't think glare really came off the Blade Runner set if I compare the two. I'll probably just do a comparison video or whatever. So, we got this nice still here. We got still here. Spider-Man 1. Which is upside down, apparently. Now it's sideways, but that's the best I'm doing. So that's the info of the movie there. Spider-Man 1, they could have picked a better shot. That's how the discs come out. I think I prefer the way the Star Wars Blu-rays did it. The Star Wars Blu-rays actually felt nicer, and it was also in a Digibook format, but it felt good. And as you can see, there's a disc. Yeah, I got carpal tunnel on my left hand. It's really bad. And then we got Spider-Man 2, which obviously contains both cuts of Spider-Man 2, 2.1, and Spider-Man 2, which I see as you make a slight improvement to an already fantastic movie, which I didn't think you could do, but they did. Then you got Spider-Man 3. Yeah, and if you get this set, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I did show the disc. Then we got Spider-Man 3. And they got the good poster of it. I'm sure if you remember the marketing like I do, of this movie, you know that that's a shot from the trailer, not the movie. Oh my god, I thought that was like a tear in the packaging, but no, it's just the shot of the building. Then we got the bonus disc, which I do love. I have to reiterate, the artwork on this set is beautiful. The material used for this set just feels terrible. And we got the reason I bought it, the only reason I bought it really, was this bonus disc right here, which contains the editor's cut of Spider-Man 3, which I swear to God, I thought they said they wouldn't release it, but they did. So that's very, very cool that after 10 years, we finally get a different cut of Spider-Man 3. Then we get probably one of the best scenes in Spider-Man 2 being displayed here, which is slightly cropped. They did a nice little Photoshop effect to probably use the burn tool, I'm assuming. Again, it won't show up that great on camera, but the set does look nice. It looks good, but it feels crappy. And that's the Spider-Man Trilogy Digibook. There is, if you are a fan of the web films, there is a version of this that just has the 2 web movies. Like the Mark Webb movies, I mean. I was tempted to buy the $60 set. The $60 set just definitely looks nice. It looks beautiful. And to be honest, this isn't the first time all 5 films have been released together. I mean, they've had DVD sets before. I've seen them at Walmart. And I thought it was a nice cheap way to get it, but the $60 one that they're selling now just looks and feels fantastic. It looked like a collector's set. Had I had a little more cash on me, I might have got it, but I didn't, and I really just wanted the alternate cut of Spider-Man 3. I own these movies already. So this will be my second time owning... Actually, that's not true, because I own all 3 Rami movies on DVD, including the director's cut of Spider-Man 2. So that means I own... And not to mention the bonus discs of the Rami Spider-Man series that I got at Comic-Con and online. You know what? I really gotta do a video where I talk about my Rami Spider-Man collection, because I think it would be a good video to do. Anyway, if you're a fan of the Spider-Man Trilogy, $34, not a bad deal, but I am disappointed. I have not watched Blade Runner in a while. Probably gonna watch Blade Runner. Yeah. Now, the reason why I bring up Blade Runner is if I compare the two. I mean, this set is 3 years old. I mean, let's just compare these two for a minute. I've had this set for 3 years. I mean, yeah, this one just looks better. This one just looks better. It feels better, and the book thing is actually there, whereas this one is raised. Like, I mean, I'm just shocked by how cheap this set is. It's very disappointing. Like, cheaply made. I feel I have to reiterate that because people might get confused. Oh, what do you mean cheap? Like, cheap is bad. No, cheap in terms of material. This set was $15. Has a lot of discs in it. It's got 3 discs. And it feels like a deluxe set. This set has 4 discs. And feels like shit. So it's very disappointing to see this series of films not get a better Blu-ray treatment. Although I think the web series might suffer the same fate. Anyway, live long and prosper. And have a nice day. And if you find this set for a good deal, I'd pick it up. And it does come with a digital copy, but... Alright. That's a digital copy. So, yeah, bye everyone.